Welcome back to Car Craze, where we dive deep into the past, present, and future of iconic rides. Today, we're talking about something that has muscle car fans, classic car lovers, and even enthusiasts buzzing at the all-new 2026 Chevrolet Chevelle. That's right, the legendary nameplate is back, and it's packing some serious heat. Whether you're a die-hard fan of the original Chevelle SS or just someone who appreciates American automotive muscle, you're going to want to stick around for this. Now, for those of you who might not be familiar with the Chevelle's legacy, let's rewind for a second. The original Chevelle debuted in 1964 and became an American icon almost instantly. It defined the muscle car era, especially the 1970 SS 454, which was a beast of its time. It wasn't just about power, it was attitude, presence, and street credibility all rolled into one. Fast forward to 2026. And Chevrolet has brought the Chevelle back, but this isn't just a nostalgia play. This is a reinvention, a bold, modern interpretation of what a muscle car should be in today's world. And yeah, they've given us options, lots of them. So let's break it down. Under the hood, the 2026 Chevelle offers two very distinct parts, one for the traditionalists and one for the future-forward crowd. First up, the internal combustion version. At the top of the food chain is a 6.6-liter V8 engine. That's right, a Chevy went big. This powerhouse cranks out a whopping 670 horsepower and over 630 pounds-to-feet of torque. It's mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission, but purists, rejoice, a 6-speed manual option is available too. And yes, it sounds just as ferocious as you'd hope. That deep, throaty rumble is still alive and well. For those of you leaning into the electric age, Chevy has your back. There's also an all-electric Chevelle trimmer dubbed the S. It features dual electric motors producing up to 750 horsepower with instant torque and a 0-60 time under 3 seconds. The battery setup is based on GM's Ultium platform, offering an estimated range of 320 miles on a full charge. And get these, you can still customize the sound profile. So whether you want that classic muscle growl or a futuristic electric hum, it's got you covered. Now, let's talk designer, because this is where the 2026 Chevelle truly shines. Chevy didn't just slap a badge on a Camaro and call it a day. This thing has its own identity. It pays homage to the Chevelles of the late 60s and early 70s, but with a thoroughly modern twist. The wide, aggressive stance, the squared-off nose with that iconic dual headlight layout, the fastback profile, and those bold rear haunches, so it's unmistakably Chevelle, but sleeker, more sculpted, and aerodynamically tuned for today's performance expectations. LED lighting all around, optional carbon fiber trim, and custom wheel packages ranging from 19 to 21 inches add to the visual drama. You can spec it with retro-inspired colors too, like cranberry red, Cortez silver, and fathom blue. But they've also introduced new modern hues like midnight voltage and electric graphite. Step inside, and it's a fusion of vintage soul and modern tech. The dashboard layout gives a subtle nod to the Chevelles of old, but everything is wrapped in premium materials, so leather, suede, brushed aluminium. A 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster sits front and center, flanked by a 15-inch infotainment touchscreen running the latest version of Chevy's UI, wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, over-the-air update, so it's all standard. Chevy didn't skimp on the tech either. You've got a full suite of driver assistance features, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, and even a semi-autonomous highway driving mode. And if you're planning to track it, or at least pretend you're on an E, there's a performance drive mode selector that adjusts everything from suspension stiffness to throttle response and exhaust sound. Speaking of suspension, let's talk about how it drives. The 2026 Chevelle features a fully independent suspension system with optional magnetic ride control, giving you a balance between muscle car brutality and modern-day composure. The V8 model is rear-wheel drive, naturally, but the electric S trim comes with all-wheel drive for extra grip and insane launch capability. On the road, it's a completely different animal than the originals. The old Chevilles were beasts, but let's be honest, they were more about straight line power than finesse. This new Chevelle can dance through corners, thanks to its rigid chassis, adaptive suspension, and near 50-50 weight distribution, especially in the electric version. Let's not ignore the practicality either. The new Chevelle is a two-door coupe with a surprising amount of interior space. Rear seats are usably kinda far and the trunk is generously sized for a muscle car. Daily driver? Absolutely. Weekend warrior? Even better. Track toy? If you spec it right, 100%. Now, pricing. This one might surprise you. The base V8 Chevelle starts around $55,000, which puts it in line with cars like the Ford Mustang GT and Dodge Challenger Scat Pack. Go fully loaded, and you're looking at just north of $80,000. The electric S, that starts closer to $72,000 but tops out near $95,000 with all the bells and whistles. Considering the performance, technology, and design, it's competitively priced and honestly, a bit of a bargain when you factor in what you're getting. One really cool thing Chevy is doing with the 2026 Chevelle is customization. Through the Chevrolet Performance division, buyers can personalize everything from the exhaust tone to digital gauge cluster themes. Want to recreate the look of A70 Chevelle SS interior? You can do that. Want to go full futuristic with ambient lighting and minimalist trim? Also possible. And here's the kicker. Chevy is releasing a limited run launch edition, called the Chevelle Heritage Series. Only 1,969 units will be made, obviously a nod to the year 1969, and it includes exclusive badging, paint options, serialized plaques, and even an onboard key fob. These will be collector gold. So, what's the verdict? The 2026 Chevrolet Chevelle isn't just a comeback, it's a reinvention. It respects the legacy but doesn't rely solely on it. It blends raw power with modern engineering, retro design with high-tech features, and traditional driving passion with future-focused innovation. Whether you're a fan of big V8 muscle or cutting-edge F performance, the new Chevelle gives you a reason to get excited. And maybe, just maybe, it signals something bigger, a rebirth of the true American muscle car in a world that's been shifting away from them. Let us know in the comments, would you go for the gas-powered V12 style raw or the instant torque of the S electric model? And which color are you painting your dream Chevelle? Be sure to hit like if you're as hyped for the Chevelle comeback as we are. And don't forget to subscribe to Car Craze for more in-depth looks at the hottest rides hitting the streets. Until next time, drive fast, stay safe, and keep the car craze alive.